Hello everyone. Today we will discuss about the ABC concept, activity-based costing approach. So it is a very new and scientific approach which was developed by Cooper and Kaplan in the year 1988 for assigning the overhead to end product or job or processes. So here the basic purpose is to rectify the problem of inaccurate cost information due to selection of wrong basis of indirect cost apportionment. So definition is here in the words of Cooper and Kaplan. ABC system calculate the cost of individual activities and assign cost to cost objects such as product or services on the basis of activities undertaken to produce each product or service. So these are the terms used in ABC is the next heading. So first point is activity. So activity is nothing but any task, any particular task which has a specific purpose. The second point, second terminology is cost object. So cost object, it is an item or it is an object for which cost measurement is required. Third terminology is cost driver. So cost driver is a factor which cause a change in the cost of an activity. So this is of two types. One is resource cost driver and activity cost driver. So resource cost driver is nothing but it is a measure of the quantity of resource consumed by an activity. Okay, how much quantity was consumed by an activity. And the next type is activity cost driver. It's nothing but it's a measure of frequency and intensity of demand placed on the activities by cost objects. So it is used for assigning activity cost to cost objects consuming the activity. So these are the terminologies which will be used in activity based costing approach. One is activity, cost object, cost driver, and it has two types, which includes resource cost driver and activity cost driver. And the next heading, which we are going to discuss now, is steps in activity based costing. So, number one, identification of the main activities. So, first of all, what we should do is we should identify the major activities of the organization that should neither be too large or too small. If it is very much large, then that will be very costly or that may add complexity to the system. Or if it is very much small, then that may compromise the accuracy of the cost. So total cost involved in the activity should be very much significant to justify the separate treatment of an activity. The second point is creation of cost pool. So cost pool is nothing but cost bucket that should be created for each activity. It is like a cost center around which costs are accumulated. And third point is determination of the activity cost driver. So cost driver, we already discussed about this. This is a factor that influence a cost of a particular activity is known as cost driver. And the fourth point, we will be finding out the cost driver rate of a particular activity by using the formula. That formula is total overhead, or we can say total cost of the activity divided by cost driver. And the last point is charging the cost of activities to product. So the cost drivers, do you know what is meant by cost driver? That is a factor which cause a change in the cost of a particular activity. And we'll be finding out the cost driver rate by using the formula total cost of the activity by cost drivers. And this cost drivers will be used to measure the product demand of activities. So based on the demand, the cost of activities will get traced to the product. Thank you. I hope you understood the ABC concept.